How we doing? How are we doing? I think I'm going to uh just trade my normal way today. Yesterday, like I said, it was merely a test. And I don't need to do that anymore. Desmond, what's going on? I think you're fairly new to you're fairly newer around here, right? What do you trade? Do you trade ICT stuff? Not that I'm gonna remember. Trying to get everything in place where I want it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna. Yesterday was just a test. I was just curious about watching for Zendy. I haven't talked to him in forever. Yesterday was just a test to see. I just wanted to spot a particular setup live because, like I said yesterday, reading candles, back testing, um, going back and scrubbing through the charts is one thing, but watching for a setup live is a totally different story. And I just wanted to do it one day. Plus, I was a little worried about this week being Thanksgiving week. I wasn't sure how the market was going to behave. I thought we could have some like weird things happening with like low volume and potentially it looking like a holiday session where the markets are just moving really slow. I couldn't remember what we did last year or the year before. So I also was only trading basically paper accounts. Uh, it was red. I don't remember what it was because we traded like one micro for a few. Oh, I better not start yawning all day today again. I had some red trades, some green trades. There was only one micro, but then we scaled up to 5 just to make it a little more interesting. Because I didn't care about that account. I don't remember what we were down. I guess I could look it up. But plus, like I think I told you also, but that strategy is not. A strategy that requires you to take trades all day. I don't think is a strategy meant for a human. So I had no expectations of having a green day yesterday with that strategy because I wasn't planning on taking every single trade, every setup that presents itself all day long. That's a strategy meant for a bot. You know this, though. You already know this. Desmond, I appreciate that. I don't know what it is. I don't know why people enjoy watching me, but I'm glad you guys like me, I guess. So today we're going to go back to my normal stuff. Waiting on liquidity grabs, looking for fair value gaps, blah, blah, blah. And I feel comfortable to trade my AMP account, my personal account. I'm just going to trade one micro at a time. So if you see me get in a contract that has more than one micro, call me out. And yeah, I should only be doing one micro at a time. Keep the risk down this week. I'm still just a little hesitant about how the trading sessions will go today and tomorrow. Let's pull up some news and just double check. I can't remember. Market Watch show. Oh, we have FOMC minutes at 2. So why does that not? I hate how some of these calendars show some events and some don't. Makes me a little worried. Okay, so I don't know if that's like real. Yes, Sadra, you are correct. I just want to see if it does behave a certain way. Kind of see like this one. So we had this new day opening gap. We traded down through it and we traded up through it. But then look, a couple days later, we came down and the low of that day was that new day opening gap. So I've seen, I like ICT. I mean, I like ICT, obviously. I follow like his teachings. I have heard him say things that contradict each other. So you just got to play around with different setups and see what works for you and what you want to watch out for. The same thing could be said about fair value gaps. Once they're traded up and through a couple times, maybe they're not valid anymore, but then there have been times where if you take a fair value gap and extend it through candles, through wicks, through bodies, all that stuff, 4 hours later, we respect it. So since we are up here in this price range on the daily, the two things that my eye is drawn to are obviously that swing high and then this massive gap. So I'm just going to extend both of them and then see how we behave. Doesn't mean I'm going to take a trade off of it, but I'm at least going to put it on there and see. Ben, my bruv. What's going on? We need to get some games in today or tomorrow, and then I'm out for a couple days, so but yeah, okay, so Market Watch shows FOMC minutes at 2, which is not the same as not the same as FOMC. It's like just a meeting about the FOMC last month or something. I don't know, but I don't know. Existing home sales at 10 a.m. But this economic calendar shows the 10 a.m. one, which we should get some movement there. But then there's nothing at 2. Well, I mean, there's this at, right? That's at 1. So yeah, I don't know if that FOMC minutes thing is real or not. I guess we could look at financial juice. So existing home sales at 10. Yeah, FOMC minutes. So maybe we'll have some weird things going on. I don't know. McLovin, what's going on? 4-hour chart. High. We made this low, kind of consolidated. I mean, looking at the 4-hour chart, and then we displaced up, taking out that high, displaced through that end dog, displaced past that swing. Be curious to see how the market reacts at the bottom of that new day opening gap right there. Kind of the same thing on the hourly. Curious to see what happens around this area. Also, maybe this one or this one. I can't look too into that. I will start overthinking. The daily, obviously, we've just been ripping up. We displaced past this high. We did not displace past this high, and now we're on a new day. So, do we think we're going to go displace past that one and attack that one from July? I don't know. I think if we add VWAP, since we're below, we're trending down beneath that standard, that -1 standard deviation into, God damn it. Why can't these just stay in the view? Tuesday. Put this at like 11, because that's usually when we're done. The new strategy would be telling us to long any fair value gaps. Okay, had to take care of something. With the new strat, we'd be looking for longs, and with a new day opening gap down here, the market trading straight down here, being beneath VWAP, maybe it makes sense. Maybe we go for that on a smaller time frame. I don't know if I want to do it on a 30-second. Oh man. I'm gonna take it off. I do like us like this being created down here in the new day opening gap. Just a quick flush, grab some liquidity, maybe before we head up. I should probably wait till 10 though, right? That's what we were doing. That's what we were doing last week, and I liked the results of that. Nobody wanted to remind me of this. But oh, come on. You guys are just gonna let me get chopped up out here before 10. We're not really doing much. That wick wasn't there. It looks like a that's just me looking to trade when I need to wait for clear setups. That's better. I feel like I was being blinded by that. All right, while we wait for this, take care of something. Thought that looked like a decent, if it wasn't for that wick. But we came down, took out lows, displaced up. See where this goes. Alito. I knew we were missing somebody. What did you decide today? Are you trading anything? We had a pretty rough day. So this would be an entry on that new strategy right here. Have a 30-second fair value gap. I think I want to put the stop at the candle that created it. Should really limit my should limit the losses, but I don't know if that's going to limit the wins. Just curious to see how that plays out. Hey, Michael, what's going on? I guess it would be pretty. Could put the stop of that swing. Ooh. We're not doing much here. This is what I was worried about this week was these small ranges yesterday. Pretty surprised at those movements. I think a lot of people were. Yeah, this is what I was worried about, Alito. Jesus. Look at the 30-second on the ES. Looks like the hike in Ashy bars. There is some news at 10, so it could just be doing this, waiting until 10. Yeah, it's best to just stay out, McLovin. There's no point in getting in this. I mean, if you have a setup, I think it's always fine to take a setup, but don't get in it thinking or hoping that it's going to go one way or the other. Yeah, Michael, I said the same thing earlier. I agree with you. With between FOMC minutes, Thanksgiving, and there's like new home sales at 10, which I don't know if that's going to move the Nasdaq, but it could. Let's look at that. Let's look at that, McLovin. Wish we could just speed this up a little bit. Just skip to like 10:05. Maybe we'll get some movement then. Ben, you want to go first? Sandy, that's exactly what I was thinking. So this morning, I've seen where people, I've done it before. It's been a long time, but people will put like a little bit of salt on the coffee grinds when you make coffee. And it's supposed to help with like the bitterness or something. And I think I put way too much salt because that last sip of coffee I had, it my mouth still feels like I just drank salt water. I think I need to dial it back on that or just not do that anymore. I'm glad you said that, McLovin. I would think I'm looking for longs as well, but I will also take any setup. Yeah, I like that. Well, on the 15-minute, it just keeps digging down with wicks. I mean, this one didn't look like a wick until just now, but I might need to go grab a drink because my mouth just tastes like salt water. And that's not what that's not what I wanted when I made a cup of coffee. Yeah, now I'm dehydrated because I drink salt water. Hey Jason, I was wondering where you've been. Hopefully your vacation was good. Boil your coffee with eggshells? Like make the coffee and then boil it? The hell? Uh yeah. I've experienced that, Zendy. I obviously put way too much. You're just supposed to put a little, like a pinch, and I was just like covering the. I didn't blanket the top of the coffee with salt. It didn't look like that, but I obviously put too much in that last cup. That last sip. That last sip really hit me. We did make a higher high on that little stab, and then this candle kind of broke this swing with a gap. Maybe I got the ratio off. I did 6 scoops of coffee and then 3 scoops of salt. Maybe that was too much. And I did, so I ran the water through the coffee, normally. And then I put the salt in, I put 3 scoops of salt in my cup. Replace the sugar with the salt. Maybe that's the problem. How are you wrong? Look for a short after the 1620 break. I guess Nasdaq will let you know. Does anyone here watch The Office? I'll be right. I have to get a drink because I just taste salt. But let me know if anyone watches The Office. Um, Ben, you watching the U.S. version or the British version? Oh, damn! I didn't know that. Yeah, so I don't think I've even tried to watch the UK one, but with this coffee, all I'm thinking about is that scene when Michael starts to make the Michael Scott Paper Company, and then they're waking up early in the van, and Pam's like, "You have coffee?" Michael's like, "Milk and sugar" or something, and hands her a cup, and it's only milk and sugar. Do you drink this every day? Yep. This is this only milk and sugar? And he's like, "That's what I said." Like, duh, of course. Yeah, that Kevin, I think Kevin and Creed are my wife's favorite characters. I love that show. That's like the only show I watch. I just basically put that on repeat, go through a season, and start it over. Alito, you longed at 601. You're crazy. Well, this is pretty boring. I like to take this time to remind you guys that when the market's doing this, you don't have to take a trade. You can just wait. That Boomar. I love it. I'm not doing anything crazy. Like, we could get some decent setups, but we just got to wait until we got to wait for the market to give us something. There's no point in jumping in when the New York opening range is 40, less than 40 points on Nasdaq. Like, that's not normal. That's not why we trade Nasdaq. Yep, that's what I was waiting for, Jason. We could go back. We could get a little move and then back to just trading sideways because we have FOMC minutes at 2, which I don't remember those really moving the markets, but I'm thinking maybe everyone is thinking that they're waiting for that. So then maybe the markets are going to do weird stuff. And then I don't know. If we don't take a trade, we don't take a trade. Wasn't home sales the one where it like, I think one time it like last month or something, it like waited 2 minutes and then had to move? I think that's one of the ones I got stopped out. Like I got ticked out on and then it dropped. I was short, but I don't remember. But new home sales, like people aren't buying houses right now. So it's probably a bad report, which may then drive the market up. I don't look at the reports they release, but and we get a little fake out and then rip up. Go down, take out liquidity down here. Yeah. Close up the end dog. Or we just tank. But I was thinking, Michael, Delta, I don't advise that. John, it feels, I mean, that could be the case. I don't follow any of the, I probably should, but I don't really follow any of the big tech stocks. I mean, I probably should if I'm trading NASDAQ, but, it kind of feels like NQ has been on pause for the last, like, since November 1st. We've just been getting some weird price action lately. Yesterday we rallied, but it was after some sideways trading. What's up, Knives? We're just out here chilling. There's been absolutely nothing. What is the what is it? NVDA? Oh, I don't. Maybe I can't. Why can't I look up that? You guys have money for long-term accounts? I want to see a close above 939 high. I want to see anything. I just want to see some movement. Oh, nice, John. Yeah, I will probably, like, my goal has been to successfully pull money out of the markets this way and then take some money to put aside in long-term accounts because those only go up, right? But so far, the futures have been eating up all my money. Steven, I don't even think I've ever opened up a chart with gold. McLovin, weren't you trying out oil? How'd that go? If you care to share, you don't have to. It's riskier than Nasdaq. Is that what you're saying? Mm. Yeah, if you wait long enough, you should make money on it. I might have to check that out, McLovin. I like the sound of that. So we started this stream out as somebody asking me if I should even um, draw out this new day opening gap right here because, and I know ICT has said this, but once a candle passes through a new day opening gap or something, he usually takes it off his chart. And I extended it past that candle, but I mean, you can't. Where did that just go? Oh, so far we've traded right down into it. And now we're stuck in it, so it must mean something. The fact that we traded up way up here, only to slow grind back down to open up the session in the new day opening gap, and we've just stayed in it for the last 40 minutes. Well, we've stayed in it since 8:40 a.m. I can't imagine how slow the market will move if we get into a trade, if it's moving this slow and we're not in a trade. And then we go sideways as soon as we enter. I don't know what the 80-20 push is. Oh, is that the magical 80s and the magical 20s? Yeah, I've stopped. I've really tried to stop paying attention to the values and just focus on like pure price action, just the candles. Like I don't even care if I miss a trade. I just like want to see something happen. This is I feel like we've been doing this at open this whole month. Hell no, Alito. How did that work out yesterday? Now I am open to trying to create a bot that micro scalps, but I'm not going to do it manually. Nice, McLovin. Where you I don't know if you look at the 30-second chart or not. I don't know if you saw that or not. This is just too just doesn't know what it wants to do. Just wants to go back and forth, chop people up. They have some good cards in that game, Delta. This is exactly why yesterday I did not trade my personal account. And then yesterday we did have some decent moves. So then today I'm thinking now Monday was good. I'll trade my personal account today. So put my personal account on, and then this is what we're going to do. I should have never told you guys about the salt coffee, but we needed something to talk about. I did, Delta. Did you get yours taken out? You're the one who forgot. Got mine taken out last night when there was like 15-mile-an-hour winds and it was cold. I had to drag it uphill. I told my wife I'll never forget, as long as we live at this house, I'll never forget taking the trash out because I'm too excited that they're finally picking it up, because for the last year that we've lived here, we've had to bring our trash to the place. It's only like a mile away, but I finally signed up for them to just pick it up because I was getting sick of doing that. And I was like thinking, why didn't I do this back when we moved in? Knives, I'm not trading that new setup today. Oh, Jeremy, you gotta get your trash picked up on Tuesdays. That's the best day. What is a mile to kilometer? I have no idea. Let's see. 1 mile is one. Oh yeah, it's one. I knew. I knew it was one of them was 1.5 ish, but 1.6 kilometers. I feel like some little stats like that I probably know, but if I'm sitting here with 40,000 people watching me, I can't think of. If someone asked me like a simple math question, I probably couldn't figure it out just with people looking at me. Let's not get too crazy with the questions, eh? There we go. Yeah, at McLovin, I mean, it's too, there's nothing here yet. Like you could get lucky, I think, if you get into something and it works, but there's no like valid setups yet, in my opinion, and what I'm looking for. Yes, it is. Nice. Uh, I kind of have a similar story to that. You just thought that that was a cool number, so you memorized it. I needed a, like, I don't know, I needed a password for something, I guess, but I was young, so I don't know why I needed a password because I don't think I even had a computer, but I had like this old, this part of the story doesn't even matter whatsoever. Sony had, it wasn't a cassette. It looked like a little CD inside of a cassette, like, and they were square, like that big. Does anyone did anyone remember those or have them? No, I had to have had. I did have a computer because you needed a computer to burn music to those MD. Yes, You needed a computer to burn music to them. Mini disc. Oh my god. Yes. I had one of these bad boys. I thought it was the coolest freaking thing in the world. They were short lived, obviously. But yeah, there's the little disc. I don't know. You could put like a decent amount of songs on them, and it was cool. And then I had like a little box that had multiples of those, so I could make different mixes and stuff. Anyways, I needed a password for something, and I wanted it to be numbers, and I had one of these, and inside the serial number was in here. So I just memorized the serial number off of it, and then I still use that number to this day. And I was like, I don't know, 13 or something. When did this come out? Oh, they first came out in 92. So I think it was close to the end of the 90s, maybe 2000, 2001 or something like that. Well, I use like a combination of that number, but I use that number for everything, passwords, pins. So if anyone wants to try to figure that out, catch me off guard and ask me what my mini disc player serial number was growing up. Jeremy, you don't even remember. You don't even know what the number is. I mean, you don't even know what it was for. That's funny. Time to hack a rat. Nice, Alito. Yeah, I don't use just the number. Like I use a combination of spelling out the number plus the number as digits. So I mean, no one's gonna. And then if I need to add some stuff, but it's like my basis for everything. Typically, I probably shouldn't be talking about this on air. On live YouTube. Nice. Yeah, it's probably a little different now. I wasn't really into anything. I mean, I was into like tech stuff 20 years ago, but not that level of it to like hack stuff or anything. It was more of tricking people, I guess. Got that short. Nice, Umar. There's just nothing in here I like. Even now, I mean, we displaced lower, but I would not, I don't think, I, I guess I could short it if I'm expecting, let's see, got this swing low that we could be going to attack. Do we want to short that? We displaced out of the gap. I don't like it. It's not that far away. Posted it. You posted it in Discord. Very nice. Oh, I see. Were you what time frame are you using? That's right at OTE of this massive move. Maybe we drop down like a 30-second and look for an entry. Am I deleting my lines? Because a 150 is not bad. Yeah, I think he's trading. I don't think he's trading the same exact. I honestly don't understand all the different things that you can trade. Like people in different countries are trading Nasdaq, but it's not really the same. Like they're not trading the exact same thing that we're trading here in the States. But I'm assuming Alito will know if he cares to explain. I have no idea, Jeremy. I have no clue. I got into futures and I started trading Nasdaq right away, and like that, like I didn't know anything really about. I knew about like the stock market, but like all the extra stuff, like I've heard of everything. I have never really researched other stuff, other assets. Well, our yesterday low, or maybe you're looking at. I mean, our yesterday low is way down here, but maybe you're looking at the low during the New York session only. I don't know. Yeah. How? Oh, you're saying that we're going to take out that low. Is that what you're saying? Not that we already took it out. Sure did, McLovin. I'm still just waiting though. I mean, we displaced lower, but I didn't know where we were going to attack. Who knows is right. You have a good one, McLovin. Nice, Umar. Nice. I think a lot of people here are all, they're all trying to do that too. So most people are probably just, yeah, in my opinion, and the way, I don't know what I'm trying to say. My brain is like all over the place today. When other people call out or they're posting like their technical analysis and stuff, I have to be careful because I need to figure that stuff out on my own. I don't want to be persuaded by someone else's analysis. So when you guys post that stuff in Discord, that's why I don't reply to any of that, because I need to not let that sway to my opinion on the market. What made me get into coding? I originally wanted to build mobile games, and I tried learning that a long time ago. Made like a little demo of something, so it felt cool. And then me and my friend were doing it, and then we started hitting issues that we didn't know we were doing, so we were never going to figure it out, and we both kind of gave it up. And then a few years later, or maybe 1 or 2 years later, I didn't like what I was doing like for work at the time, so I was like, I should get back into coding because I like that. I like the idea of doing that. And then I found web development and started just taking any online tutorials and courses and stuff, and then just stuck with it. Yeah, we do mostly like websites, but not like basic websites, like websites that have like whole like backends and everything. Uh, and just like customers who have website needs that can't be met with platforms like WordPress and stuff. So we'll just build out the whole web application custom for them for whatever they want. Yeah, it's nice, Delta. It's like when I run into problems, like it really frustrates me when I can't figure something out or there's an issue. But then once it's done, I'm like, yes, I'm unstoppable. I know what I'm doing. But then in the moments of not knowing how to fix a bug or having a bug and not being able to find it, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to quit. Like I don't know how to program. But yeah, I need to combine that with trading. Right, Alito. Hey, I go through the same emotions trading as well. Um, I'm 2 weeks ago, I voiced telling my wife I can't do this. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I've hit 4 red days in a row. I've never had 4 red days in a row. Never. Not even back when I was um trading how I used to trade like before ICT. I never hit 4 red days in a row. And then I hit 4 red days in a row when I thought I had a strategy. I thought I had a good handle on my emotions, but Yeah, it's tough, man. You guys know this already. The fact I've stayed out of this, I mean, I'm proud. I'm proud of myself for that. Maybe we can get some displacement above that line right there and look for a long. Yeah, it's hard to not. Yeah, it's hard to not take a trade. It's hard to stay out, and then it's even harder to finally make the decision. I'm not going to take a trade today, and then get off the charts. Oh, nice Grim. I used to struggle on down days. I felt like I could only make money on the long days. Your accounts are looking good today, though. Well, I'm going to give this 20 more minutes. If we get something, great. If not, just was a no trade day, which is better than putting risk out there. I'm not Delta. I'm not closing my eyes and taking a trade. Or are you talking to Grim? I used to do that, John. That's what I used to have my evaluations for, was to feed that addiction. But I realized I can't feed that addiction. I need to get rid of that addiction. But then it slowly creeps into my personal account. I want to I need to go start a sim account so I just want to mess with like 100 minis at a time and just feel that rush. Seeing what, that'd be 2,000 a point, right? That absolutely is gambling, Umar. This line, this horizontal line, is a daily high. Yep. It's a daily high. We drop down to the 1 minute. This is why no one can tell me ICT doesn't work. Made higher highs, displaced down, and then all of these displacements have worked. After those, just never came back. Just keep going down. That 1 minute did not break that swing high. If it had, I would probably long that, but we didn't. Maybe we'll go. Maybe we will. We did break it. I would really prefer like maybe on the 2 minute. I want displacement past that swing. I don't just want to stab above it. Starting to think today's going to be a no trade day. Plus, I can feel myself getting a little impatient. Like this month is just frustrating how the market's been acting. Then if I sit here and this does play out, say it comes back into that gap, and then it goes higher, I'm going to be pissed that I didn't take it. But I didn't take it because there's technically a setup, but it's not, doesn't look as good as I would like it to look. John, we were trying to figure that out yesterday. But the stupid, I bet this was going to work out if we entered right there. We target that gap, which is up at the new day opening gap. Wednesday, I don't freaking know. I just know I'm not even going to I'm not going to look at the charts Wednesday or Thursday. I'm pretty sure, sorry, Thursday or Friday. Of course, this is going to work. I'm saying I'm not going to open up the charts. So I don't care if there's like a half day or it opens late. I don't even know. I'm not going to even look. So um okay, we close at 1600 on Wednesday tomorrow. And then it says it opens at 1640 or 1700 on Friday. I think I'm going to sit out on Thursday. I say that because I was getting frustrated with looking at the horrible implementation of these like websites have of what the trading schedule is. Like just put Wednesday, it's open from here to here. It's open here and it closes here. Thursday, are we open or not? Just put yes or no. Friday, are we open or are we closed? But no, they have all these different little things that they have. And so I was pissed and I'm like, I don't even care. I'm just not even gonna bother with it. And I'm gonna look at the charts after Wednesday and I'll come back on Monday. Like this, maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, but this is so frustrating how they have this worded. Why is it like they have Wednesday and then Friday, then they have Friday again over here, then they have like what? Why? Then a column for Wednesday, a column for Thursday, and a column for Friday. But then they have Wednesday and Friday in here, Friday in the Thursday column, Friday in the Friday column. Just tell me, just have a normal calendar that says what time does the market open and what time does it close that day. That's all you have to, that's all you got to put on there. Jeremy, I understand that that's the reason why it's because like Friday session technically opens up on Thursday. So then they're saying like when the Friday, but it's stupid. Or how about instead of that, just tell me that time frames that the market is closed. What would that be easier? Yeah, we could build that, but I need the data and I can't understand the data of when the market's open and close. So what am I supposed to say? Just make it up? Oh, I didn't know that, Alito. I was wondering what the hell Globex was, but that's just the trading between 6 and 4. Yeah, this is too much. Is this trade going to work if we enter now? Not much of a risk. Just put our stop down here, risking 30 bucks. We'll aim for the new day opening gap. And then we're done. We're getting off and we'll come back tomorrow. I guess. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Well, Eskimo, they're either going to sell off or we're going to start consolidating now that I got into a trade. I'm just going to start going sideways. All right. Well, I said I wanted displacement past that swing high. We got it. Red candle, quickly repricing to the gap that we left down here. I mean, if this doesn't meet our requirements, then I don't know what does. And all of that happening after a swing low was taken out. So we'll get in and we will let the market decide what happens. Got this bearish fair value gap, but that's not breaking a swing or anything like that. It's just a reprice, just quickly repricing. I like the sound of that, Alito. What should I target? Should I target the highs? Yeah, target the highs. My new strat, I would be targeting midpoint of these two, which would be the mid of the new day opening gap, which is not a bad spot. But I'd prefer the new day opening gap low. No, if it's not SMT, I don't want it. Mid of, yes, mid of the VRAT. I kind of think I should target that. No, I need to keep it where it's at. This move down, we've got a fair value gap, OTE, and the low of the new day opening gap. That's going to be the highest probability in my opinion. Told you guys earlier, Alito, I said I don't really worry about the points, the values of what's going on over here. Just looking at the overall move. I mean, we may not have to worry about what we're aiming for if we're going to get stopped out. I probably could put my stop beneath the swing low, but we're risking 31 there. No, it's only $43 if we risk that. No. Keep it there. Keep it at that swing. Yo, I already bought. I'm already in. You want me to add? Nice reaction off of that 1 minute fair value gap at the bottom. And OTE. Yeah, we probably could have added there. Risking just a little bit more for a lot more money. I said I was just risking 1 micro today. I'm not going into a holiday weekend with big losses. So if we lose $34 today and tomorrow, say we lose $30 or $40, I can stomach that until next Monday. But if I took like a $200-$300 loss today and a $200 or $300 loss tomorrow, that would really suck to have to deal with over a holiday weekend. And then, all the family members that know that I trade, like, hey, how's your trading been going? I'm just thinking about the 2 massive red days I just dealt with. That's not fun. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great. I just lost like a week's worth of minimum wage salary. Yeah, I'm thinking about targeting that. Is it a 5-minute civvy? Candles, 5 minutes. Oh, I see. I mean, I'm trading Nasdaq. Come on, bro. We're not trading ES. What? Go short ES. Alito, you better make this. You better make this come back up. Thought we were friends. You're out there looking for shorts. No, I don't. Come on, man. I want those 200 points. You guys sell. I do think I probably should have. If I wasn't limiting myself to one micro, I probably would have added one on that gap. We only would have been adding an additional $18 to the risk. I told you guys we were going to go sideways for a little while. Once I get in, then we're just going to bounce around in here until we can't bounce around no more. And then do that. Yeah, Jeremy, usually Nasdaq's the one that's ripping. Well, ES isn't doing too much yet. Oh my God. I swear, since November 1st, this market is absolute garbage. Tempted to just kill this right here. But it's now after 11. And I kind of don't want to be in this trade anymore. You know, as soon as I exit, we will rip up. 5 minutes about to close. Do I have the time right here? Yeah, I saw that, Russell. If I allowed myself more contracts today, that would have been 2 opportunities where I could add to it. But I honestly, I just don't want to sit here anymore. And the way the market, like, we sat through all of this and then sat through this huge drop, which didn't offer me anything. I kind of just want to be over. I kind of just want to be done with the day, done with the trading session at least. Where's your stop at, Russell? Nasdaq is not done inflicting pain on me. What are we doing down here on ES? I think it could still climb a little higher on ES, no? I just don't want to be in this anymore. Like, I honestly don't even care if it rips up from here. Like I said, I was going to be super just like conservative on this week. It was $30 we were risking total, but I don't even want to risk that on a day like today. It's just frustrating me. This could hold. I'm going to leave my drawings on here and then look at it later, but I just don't care to I don't care to be in the market when it's like this. Like at this moment, I feel like I have to trade all the time, but I just want to be at the point where we're pulling out good profits in the market when the market's good. And then when the market is offering this, we don't even have to bother trading. So I'm going to pretend like we have a lot of money and we don't have to trade right now. And I just prefer to not even trade when the market's doing this. So you guys have a good one. Be careful if you keep trading. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning to trade more or to watch the market do this all day. But talk to you guys later.